Welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to make something simple and delicious and common. Yep, it's fried rice. Fried rice is just fried rice and anybody can cook fried rice. But wait till you make this on your own and you'll definitely be amazed of how tasty this fried rice is. So we will start with our pre-cooked rice, of course, pre-cooked rice, and then around 3 cups, and then like one fresh tomato paste, scallops and squid. This is optional. And then we have like a fresh stalk of spring onion. We've got 2 eggs and minced garlic. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'll fry the eggs separately. The reason I'm doing this is because I just want to use the eggs as my garnish. Although fried rice without eggs is, it's still fried rice, but it usually have eggs. And then here in our heated pan, try using as little as oil as possible, because we don't want our fried rice to be really oily. So in here we will pour in the eggs. In here, before I add the eggs, I actually beat it for a while, season it with salt and pepper. But if you don't want to season your egg whites, then it's not a problem, it's still okay. Then swirl the eggs like so. Don't worry about the shape because later on we will cut it anyway. Don't worry too much, it's just an egg. So once the egg is settled, then you can just flip it and set it aside. And also with our egg yolk, we will do the same thing. So in here, I'm just using 1 egg yolk because the other egg yolk is I already reserve it later for my additional rice coating. So the same thing, swirl the egg yolks around, and whatever shape it will comes out. Don't worry too much. Hey, it's a high five. So just flip it over and then set it aside. So in here we've got our rice, and then to declump the rice, usually what I'll do is I will mix it with a tablespoon of oil, or maybe 1 tablespoon. But if you want a healthier version of oils, then you can definitely choose those that you prefer to use, maybe olive oil. And sometimes I do like to use margarine in my rice to declump it, and then because margarine also gives that extra flavor. And then in here we add in our tomato paste, and our tomato paste is the star of this fried rice. I've never ever used tomato paste in my entire life of making fried rice. But you will be surprised, as I mentioned just now. So just mix all together, make sure that each grain of rice is coated with the tomato paste mixture, and then set it aside. And then we've got here our additional ingredients. Of course, we have salt and our seasoning powder and soy sauce. If you don't have soy sauce, you can pretty much use fish sauce. Yeah, but for me, I still find it very pungent in smell, so I'm not gonna use it. But it's up to you whether you want to use fish sauce. So in here we will fry our garlic and make sure that you are on low heat, because if you don't, then you are most likely to burn your garlic, and later on you will regret it. Really, that's for sure, you will really regret it. And then we will add in spring onions, and then there are some people who really doesn't like onions, so just skip it out if you're one of them. And then we will stir fry our seafood, which is scallop and squid. So just take note that scallops and squid has a lot of water content. So before you add in your mixture of rice, make sure that the seafood have already their moisture have already gone up. If not, you will end up with porridge fried rice. Do you really want it, porridge fried rice? So in here, as you can see, the rice looks soggy, but don't worry, later on it will fluff up. Now the aim for making fried rice is, I don't know about others that are out there, but me, my preferred fried rice is it should be fluffy and not sticking to each other, and it's not soggy and it's not oily. So we will just kind of like stir frying it in medium high heat, and then along the way, as you are adding in your ingredients, we are adding on our ingredients, we are like in between, we are fluffing it up so that they won't stick to the pan. And then I highly recommend using non-stick pan. I mean, if you don't have any non-stick pan, it's understandable. Just make sure that you season your pan first, so that you will get all those they call it wok hei in a pan. Excuse me. So in here, I've already added my sliced egg whites and egg yolks, and then I added in my 1 fresh tomato. Now, if you want to really if you want a mushy tomato in your fried rice, then you go ahead, by all means you can cook the tomato further. But for me, I still want the tomato fresh whenever I bite into it. So it's really up to you. And then we will garnish it with, of course, spring onions. Spring onion really does make our fried rice really beautiful like a lady. And then here we have to taste it. Even the smell, I don't know how to describe it, but the smell is really appetizing. And once you have your first serving, you will definitely go for more servings of this fried rice. It's really tasty. And if you are not keen on using seafood, you can actually substitute the meat that you are using. You can actually use any type of meat in this fried rice. The only aim in this fried rice is to make sure that your fried rice is not soggy and not oily. It should be fluffy. And then here in the reason I came up with this fried rice is because locally fried rice is very common here in Singapore, and then they only have this a very common, I like to use common. It's like, how to say, the flavor that I have been eating is like so mundane that I want something different. So hence tomato paste is what came into my mind, and I'm not sure whether there are other recipes out there. Of course, there should be other recipes out there, but in which I haven't gotten to take a look yet. So guys, I hope that you will try this fried rice. If you don't, you will really regret it. You will regret it. So make sure that you try this tomato paste fried rice. And then for me, whenever I eat fried rice, I will have it with always a sunny side up egg or like hot dogs. But hot dogs here is also different. So yeah, I'm settling with just a sunny side up egg. And then locally here, we will eat fried rice with pickled green chili. It really goes well with the flavor of the fried rice. So it's really up to you what you feel like having as a side dish. You can even it's really up to you. You kind of like just imagine what suits your fried rice. I mean, it's always the personal preference that we are talking about. So thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope you enjoy watching this video, because it took 16 takes and a whole day